Hey guys, and welcome back to episode number 6 of the Hartlepool career. And you might be asking, Max, why are your massive ears out on camera? Why have you not got a headset on? That's because I found this. The hat, which is going over my ears, which is having the headset go over that. Now we're ready. You can't even see it much, but let's go into this episode, which has got some vital games in it. As yes people, welcome back to episode number 6 of season number 4 of the FIFA 22 Hartlepool United career mode save. And of course, like always, if you haven't seen the last episode, make sure you like, you comment, you share and you subscribe. Because I thought I'd get that straight out of the way, because you should have seen the last episode by now. Looking at the league table, we're doing pretty decent. We are 3rd in the league, but of course, if you know our scenario involving the team and of course essentially the strikers, we aren't in the best of spots for going forward, as it's a quite difficult episode to begin with. We lost the last game in a simulation as Norwich City are up first away at Carrow Road, although underperforming this year will not be easy, followed up by a rest, but then a 2-week after trip to Selhurst Park to face top of the league Crystal Palace, who are now there. That's going to be a tough hit, as Millwall is definitely going to have to be simulated now, because Coventry's in the playoffs alongside us. Got to try and knock them out of the way at the end of November, going into another month with Sunderland. So there's some, well, on paper, easier games in December, but still, I feel like that's going to get more congested. I don't know why. And then January is very difficult, even without the FA Cup game. Burnley, Coventry, Crystal Palace, Fulham, going to be very, very rough on us. Of course, January, though, is the best month to have them terrible games, because then we can decide if we need to sign players right there, as Kamara's loan should have been sorted, because we're straight on to Norwich. We are going to play them away from home, and they're in 12th. Bit embarrassing from the Canaries. We also just got a message confirming the status of Kamara's future. He will be going out on a 2-year loan to buy deal with Giuseppe, I think that's how I pronounce it, over in the Turkish leagues. As here is the team we're going to start with. A little bit weaker, but it is the team we beat Stoke with, so I've got to trust it. Although we did get beat with QPR, I'm still going to go with it. Marinovic, Baldock for Maywo, Staunton, Knight and Clark in the defence, with Harrop, Evans and Baker making up the midfield trio, with Omar Bogle and Basui, the youngster, coming back and scoring in his first full game back under us. Abdullahi kept on the bench, Britton the same, Thompson and Valakari, I mean, even McAtee and Raggett are out of the team, Adams as well. And, of course, the main 2 strikers. Our team's been hard to pick as of late. And hopefully the boys on the field now can prove that we should be good enough to try and go up with a big display away at Norwich. And here is the Norwich City side we will face first. Burke, Ozer in goal, Martin, Sebastian, Walukovic, Zimmerman and Gianluigi, I think that's how you say it, left wing back, Dewsbury Hall, Campbell, Leesmalou, Thornvite, Alvarado and Dickinson Peters. There's some difficult names. Looks like Norwich City have gone for the continental route with their players, but it isn't really paying off for them, I would say, as Campbell, though, with a straight tackle, he's still at the club. No Adam Eder or Timu Pukki up front, which is a peculiar one. I thought they would have kept at least one of them, but no, as Baldock with the ball straight away into Omar Bogle, tries to jog a little bit around, goes back. Leesmalou with a tackle in, Dickinson Peters forward, Alvarado, as they're going to be on the attack a little bit right here. For Maywo with a header against his former club, this, and not a brilliant pass, but we've got away with it. As now Harrop, we've got the run of Bogle in front of us. That is a brilliant ball from Josh Harrop. Omar Bogle in on goal, big save, Basui taps it home. Took out by the keeper, Ozen, but still got back up in time, and our youth player puts us 1-0 up at Carrow Road within 10 minutes. Start of dreams here in, I forgot where the place is. East Anglia? No, I don't know. I'm just going to say Norwich. Very, very good finish from close in. Keeper, no chance. Just took his man out. But Basui has 2 in 2, or 2 in 3 if you're counting QPR, of course, which was a game because we did lose that simulation. Bit angry about that as well, as now Valukovic forward. I don't know why I'm saying W's as V's, as Dorweist, Dickinson, Peters tried to get the ball off Evans, but not successfully. Lise Malou, Cantwell with a great touch there. Marinovic coming out a little bit to put pressure on, and I think it was the right thing. Forced the cross as Evans now across to Baker, who's going to drop that back into Knight, down the line to Clark, as that's good passing from a little bit of a narrow space into Basui again. Ball over the top to Baldock, who's charging forward. Bogle inside. What a good ball. What a good move. Hits the post. That was Barcelona stuff. Was really good play, but just didn't get the payoff, as now Josh Harrop is going to run down the line. Here he goes. Can we try and squeeze that in the middle? We try to. Not successful on that occasion, though, as now Lise Malou into Todd Cantwell. Martin around the side. Touch came off the Canaries man, as Basui will throw this one back almost half an hour in. I'd say we've definitely took the game to Norwich and are the better side, as Harrop goes to chip it over the top for another good ball and handballs it. As here is Harrop again. Doesn't really know where to go. Into Bogle, into Baker now. Baldock gets this back heel, hits the defender in the face. Of course, it's the guy with the complicated name who has literally been in the way of everything we've done going forward, apart from, of course, when we score past him and his keeper. As that's a good interception. Tried to get on it again. Rough challenge as they put the ball through the gap. Dickinson Peters up front. Doesn't really seem to have it in the locker, though, which is a good thing for us, as it looks like at the break it is going to be only the one. However, we still charge forward. Basui tried to put around to Harrop, but the whistle's been blown. A very successful first half from us, dominated most of the ball and find ourselves 1-0 up. Couldn't have asked for any more away from home. And we still do have strong players on the bench, as now Harrop, Josh Harrop round the corner into Clark. Clark, can we get an early one again within the 10 minutes? As that's a good ball. Basui just swiped at it a little bit. If he would have took that down with one touch, we may have done something better. As I've just noticed as well with that graphic, Daniel Farkerin still in charge. Bit weird, as Dewsbury Hall puts the ball into the midfield. Thought he'd be Prem-worthy by now as well in this save. Or maybe he is, but of course Norwich expecting to be in the Prem, just underperforming this year. Maybe that's the scenario he's found himself in, as we should have come away with the ball there. Gianluigi's to run down that wing, however you say that name, into Thornveit. Back down the wing. They've got Dickinson Peters in the middle. Gianluigi going a bit out wide, but cuts straight past for Maywo. And Baldock on the cover, as 2 subs are going to be made from us. And is that Callum Hudson-Odoi? Callum Hudson-Odoi is at Norwich City. That's bizarre, as we've put Thompson on for Lee Evans and we've put Abdullahi on for Bogle, so it is stronger players coming on. I just can't believe they've got Hudson-Odoi at the team, as we've got Basui, I think that is, running forward. Lays it off, back down the wing to Baldock, who's in front of the striker. Baldock with a good cut inside. Abdullahi straight on the field and straight into the action, as he's going to look for Max Clark. Good ball out wide. Harrop at the front post, goes past him. And Christoph Zimmerman away. We still win it with Max Clark again. Edge of the box. Abdullahi touch. Strike. And good keep in from Martin. Does look like Norwich City are going to throw more at us in this second half as well, as Martin flooding forward. He's one of the defenders. Dewsbury Hall through bodies. Marinovic's first big involvement in this game, making a great save, as a corner ball for the Canaries will be whipped into our box. I'm going to make sure we deal with this one. Alvarado over the top. Walukovic got a little bit on it, not convincingly away. There we go, got a little touch on that, as now Harrop. That's a bad tackle coming in from Hudson-Odoi. He could be sent off right here. The scoreboard's gone in the top corner. The referee's pulling the ex-Chelsea man across. This could be his marching orders, and I think it should be, as it is. Goodbye, CHO. What a flop you've turned out to be in this save. Tackle definitely warranted that, as, oh, we haven't got the ball straight away right here, but Abdullahi turns into Harrop now. And can we try and extend this lead? Now they're down to 10. It should take the pressure off of us, as Baldock with a good cut inside was going to whack that. Abdullahi doing a good bit of business there, coming across. Baldock flooding into his position, as Basui is going to go from range, and Burka with a brilliant stop. 10 minutes to go. All our players not in this box, of course, but we still win the header. And Josh Knight almost extending it. If we just get one more, it should be done. Lewis Baker now with the delivery towards Harrop, but Thornvice gets it away. Touchdown from Ben Thompson into Baker, now to the edge Basui, and he can't keep it up. Man of the match comes off the field as well for now. George Baldock will be replaced by Luke Bolton as Thorsweist found himself forward a bit here. Jan Luis with a pass straight into him. Bad tackle! Oh, and it's Baldock. He's still on the field and he's just ruined his man of the match status that I gave him. What are you playing at? Oh, he's run straight into his leg and it's going to be a tight end. He comes straight off after the mistake. Played so well up to that point. My man of the match, but a penalty. Almrado against Marinovic. And he's put it wide! The 10 men of Norwich City have squandered their chance, as Stefan Marinovic did gamble the right way as well. Still looked a bit far off it. And breathe. We need these 3 points. Is that miss going to make all the difference? Ben Thompson with a big kick away. Abdullahi gets the touchdown. Sullivan still putting the pressure on, but the pass away from them isn't a good one. Pursue it. We've got to keep this. Come on, 4 added minutes. Round the corner into Baker, and now Bolton's fit off the bench. He's going to cross one in towards Abdullahi, never going anywhere near him, but yes, that's a big header to win. Harrop with an acrobatic, but still they shouldn't get to the other side of the field. Harrop with a touch on it. Walgukovic with the pass, and yes, big 3 points. It's a bigger struggle than I thought it would be, but we win in the rain at Carrow Road against the Canaries. Daniel Farke isn't happy, not even going up to my manager to shake his hand. Bit awful, but not the score. 1-0. As that win takes us actually over Crystal Palace into second place after 17 games. It's been quite a lot, but then Palace have actually played an extra one, and Coventry have who we play next, which is a good thing. Coventry a bit of a bogey team for me this year, and I don't know why. Let's hang on, no, it's not Coventry next, is it? Oh god, it's the big one who have played a game in hand. It's Crystal Palace away, isn't it? Yeah, I forgot about that. Both them and Brentford on 39 points, and it's gonna be a hard one. We've got a player returning from injury though, and although I really hope it was Logan John, no offence to Butterworth, I do think it's gonna be Butterworth. It is. Maybe he can jump on the bench now as Patrick Angus goes on his 2-year to buy loan. I think him and Kamara's probably gone. Although, does he warrant coming onto the bench? Look at that from Butterworth. He's still got no energy. His sharpness is down, but it is down Butterworth. So yes, although I've said that, I am going to stick him in the team as Baldock had a really good game, gave that penalty away, but he will stay in as a couple of ratings have changed about now. Love that, as there's only one change going into the next game. It's a bit of a harsh one on Omar Bogle. But Abdullahi is, of course, more of a future player. He's 27-year-old to Bogle's 31 years of age. So it's the same team, but a lot of ratings higher and one change up front and on the bench. Sorry, Louis Britton. You're coming off again. Dan Butterworth's in town. And Crystal Palace, and not a town I don't know where it is, but, well, I know it's South London, but we travel to them anyway. Selhurst Park, here we go. No more waffling from me, as here is the team. 35 goals in 18 league games for Crystal Palace, and we've had 8 goals against us in 17 altogether. Big game. As Crystal Palace's team, Alati Bayendia in goal, Sofian Alakaush, love him, Davidson Sanchez, Nathan Ferguson, and Will Hughes filling in at left back, with Kayate sitting, Tom Davies and Kadioglu, Garcia, Ajork and Schlupp. Ajork, by far the outright scorer in this tournament, the championship so far. Got to make sure he doesn't really add to it. The reason I say really is because he's been scoring like Fulham have in real life in the championship. He has been getting more than one on average a game, so it's a difficult challenge, of course, to stop him from doing that. But we've got to make sure we do. 5 defenders should do the job. Their team a lot better on paper. They're a Premier League mid-table club who have managed to fall down somehow, as Garcia straight around us right here, tries to cut inside again, gets the ball into Lucas Ajork, stand him up, and Staunton does well. Early corner to the Palace though, and look how big Ajork is in that box. He's about 6'5", I think, as Kiate, Basui, The youth striker still in the team, of course, scored the winner in the last game as we've got it away. Handball. Good work from Suleiman Abdullahi to hit it off the player's arm as Josh Knight through the middle. Baker with a good touch. Pressure on Famewo there, but deals with it very well as we've managed to pass his way out the back. It's going to be a struggle to do that all game, though, as Abdullahi round the corner. Baldock, front post that, as Busui's running in. It was in front of Davidson Sanchez and still didn't get the header. Unlucky right there as Garcia running down the line and cutting backwards into Sofiane Alakouch, edge of the box. Kaidioglu, Tom Davis, Jork, shot there coming in. And we've managed to keep it away, but Kaidioglu got it again. Marinovic, good parry. Oh, this is going to be a difficult game. You can just tell from the get-go as now Baker's running away with it. Into Harrop. Counter-attack maybe. Got to be handball, but no. Sofiane Alakouch does it legitimately, I guess. You can see there's a French injection into this team. Alakouch, of course. Jork up front. Patrick Vieira using his contacts over in his native country as Tom Davis looking for an angle, edge of the box as York's through. Marinovic, big! Getting difficult to keep them out now as Palace all over us. Come on, we were above these for ages in the league as Harrop heads it away. Not a good one as York to the edge. Will Hughes goes from it from range and Marinovic just plucks it out again. We're going to rely on the Kiwi a lot in this game. I can just tell as Kaidioglu just turns as easily right there. Not even half an hour in. And Baldock with a good step forward though. So can we attack? Abdullahi. A lot going on in this game. A very, very feisty start. Abrupt start as now Abdullahi on the turn. Every time we counter we're looking good. As Harrop feeds that through to Busui. What a ball it is from Josh Harrop. And Busui's missed. The youngster should have 3 and 4. He really should score. So unlucky. So unlucky as Staunton. We should be 1-0 up. Despite all their chances. Well, we shouldn't be 1-0 up. We should have a goal. But they've had bigger chances, I'd say. As Garcia now goes backwards into Alakouch. That's a ball straight round Max Clark. Out of the game as now Knight comes across to make a brilliant tackle though. And we'll try and get it away again. Busui, can he turn provider? Over to Alakouch, heads it backwards. Still found Lee Evans, so still got the ball. Busui, Harrop, now Abdullahi as he's got Baldock over on this right hand side. Can Baldock now switch it back to the left where we've got more space? Busui caught out there by Kuyate, I think. Managed to make it to the edge of the box as Jeffrey Schlupp is down at the moment. And I hate to say it, but we've got to make the most of it whilst he's down as now Harrop. If he's onside, Max Clark here, this could be a big chance. Max Clark on the angle. Altai with the save. It was a bit of an angle as Lee Evans with the volley. Altai again with it. Just before half-time, we've grown more confident because, we've had a counter-attacks. But now we're actually getting into it a bit. As now Kuyate, and half-time. 0-0. We'll take it. It's a very feisty 0-0 at that here in South London. A very good game. And a Jork with the ball right here. Evans gives it off to Josh Harrop. Oh, we didn't really have anywhere to go, to be fair. Probably the best pass he could have made, but still a man in his way as Tom Davis playing that round Clark. Not as good not as good defensively as offensively, should I say, Max Clark in this game. Doing okay going forward, but not really at the back. As a corner ball again. Palace is what? 4th or 5th, I'd say, as Garcia. They keep going short, though, and it never works, as hopefully I haven't jinxed it. Schlupp into Garcia across. Knight with a knee away and then a head away. He's having a very good game, is Ben Knight. Covering for Max Clark as Harrop. Brilliant skill into Evans, and now we're going to try and go forward with it. Baker is going to man at the side. 2 strikers very far forward, which I don't mind at all. Through to Busui. Now to Harrop. As Harrop can try and cross it to Abdullahi at the back post. Wins his header and puts it in the back of the net. I did not expect that to go in. Suleiman Abdullahi, get yourself in front of the camera, son. What a counter-attacking goal from us. And how has it gone in? Never expected that from our Nigerian prince. Look at this. Crossed in. Went towards the front post. Will Hughes is a makeshift left back. He can't win headers, and Altai probably didn't see it coming from that close in. 1-0 to the Pools. Very impressed with it, as now a Jork. Over to Kaidioglu. That's a good ball back into him. Akin Famewo, though, getting the better. Big Akin at the back. Love that. And even manages to somehow go to Basui, not from his doing, as we're starting to dominate possession, I'd say. No, they're still on top a lot, but that's probably from the first half. They had loads, as that's a great ball through to Baldock. No, Baker forward, ball rolls it, tries to put it to the keeper's near post, but Altai on top of that one. We've done very well, as we'll cross this one in. Near post, Knight, get up for it. Ooh, got a big shove in the back, but nothing given, as Thompson's now on for Evans. I'm trying to make that Thompson's role permanently, because Evans is knocking on a bit, and is he Premier League worthy? I don't know, as now Thompson again with it, stuck in the middle. As now Garcia running forward with it. He gets a pass off to the side into Alacouch, and straight into Thompson, as Thompson puts that ball in the middle. Ooh, Evans is, no, Evans still on the field. I've took Harrop off, that's it. Gone more defensive. How could I even forget? Harrop's the one I took off this game. I was thinking about Evans, but I want to keep defensive in this game slightly, as there's only 15 minutes to go. Header back out to Baldock, onside. Good cross. Almost at him. And I'm not going to risk Dan Butterworth just yet. I'm going to put Omar Bogle on up front, because all hands to the defensive pump, as Kadioglu had a bit of a look in there near goal, as Baldock's one putting the pressure on Davies. Staunton throws his body in the way. That's all we need to do now, boys. As York with a smart turn. Davies, Marinovic. Everyone in the box, please. Every single person, their brother, their sister, their family. Get everyone in the box. As we're not going ultra defensive, but we might as well be. Basui heads it away. As York with a smart turn. And they have got their late goal. Luca Ajork turns us in the box. Now I wish Butterworth were going on. Their fans going mental. They will stay top of the league. Or will they? I don't know if Brentford can take them off, but that's a big kick in the teeth for us. Chasing the title, kinda. Easy turn. Too easy against the captain, that in the box. Who is it? Is that Thompson who's got the armband? I think it might be. I don't care though. Not good enough. A terrible goal to give away, as no, it was Lee Evans, and Palace on an attack late on again here. Don't do a Tottenham from the other day. Please don't, as they've cut inside. He's got to be offside, and he is, as the full-time whistle goes. 1-1 at Selhurst Park. Very entertaining game, which we should have won. We should have won. I'm gutted by it. We dust ourselves off though, and we go again. We are the Hartlepool, as we've dropped to 5th position with that draw. What a big boost 3 points would have been. Would have been second with that, but it's not to be. And now Coventry, who we play next in-game, are above us, as we'll get for May 1 a training drill. And we'll get into Millwall. Try and rip 17th place into shreds, shall we? Or 16th place, I think. There's a couple of changes. McAtee's back in the team. Actually, no, I'll go with Valakari. McAtee on the bench. Thompson's in. Bogle's in. And I'll take Knight out for Rodgers. Bit of a gamble, but we will go with it, because Coventry is less than a week later and still want players fit for that one. And it's going to be a quick simulation. Don't be a draw or anything. It's not a draw. It's a 2-0 win for Millwall. Bury and Malone. They even had 10 men, but that was in the 90th minute. Jason Bennett getting injured, and things go from bad to worse after a very disappointing draw. We get beat by the Lions, and we remain in 5th. There's at least Coventry, I don't think, got all 3 points, so there's a chance to leapfrog these again in our last played game of this episode, which we really do need at this moment in time. Definitely not playing with that team that just did. I don't think Butterworth's still ready. He's not got that fitness bar, but we'll have to put him off the bench in this game. That's a definite must. Off the bench, as we'll go with this team. We will go with Bolton at left wing back as well, because Clark did have a shaky one against Palace. Evans can come back in. Valakari didn't do himself proud right there, did he? Abdullahi, is he fitter than Bogle? He is on the same. Bogle's probably a little bit fitter, but we'll go with him. Come on. Big game right here against Coventry at home. Come on. We need this. And Coventry City team, Adam Kozlowski up front. No, up front in goal. Fankety Dabo, Dominic Hyam, Declan Drysdale, Rose and Matson. Hamer, Sheaf, O'Hare, Gyökeres and Walker. No, Barreiro up front, if that was his name. Can't really remember. At a wet and windy Hartlepool United, New Victoria Park Stadium. That's a long-winded name for it, but we'll call it that at the moment in time. As Coventry, I said it before, our bogey team. Always beat us in our last save this year. They beat us emphatically last season, of course. I think it was 5-1 in the end as Harrop. Can we get off to a bright start in this one, though? Although the team's slightly tired after the midweek game. Baxter letting us down there. Shouldn't have been a difficult pass as Walker gives it into Callum O'Hare. Forward, Gyökeres! Oh, coming a bit close right there as Marinovic. Oh, what's going on? What's going on? A bit sloppy here, isn't it? As for Mayweather with a block. Tyler Walker throwing a shot at us, and we're behind really a little bit here against Coventry. Can we just improve a little bit on this start, please? Walker straight into Stefan's grasp. As Walker now on it here. Ben Sheaf, Callum O'Hare round the corner. Matson somehow stayed onside as now Harrop with the ball forward. Come on, let's try and take the game to them at home, shall we? As Abdullahi tries to fit a ball past Ian Matson, but he's having a good game at left wing back. Ben Sheaf, Callum O'Hare, Gyökeres, Walker with it again. They're going to come slightly forward here. Ball around the corner. Fankati Dabo's going to reach it. Going to play it back in the middle onto Gustavo Hamer, who can shoot, and Firmino blocks. He's going to be the one to deliver it as well, Gustavo Hamer, but only a short corner, like every corner in this bloody game now. Callum O'Hare onto Sheaf. Passed around the box a lot. A bit of a gap for Tyler Walker. Marinovic had to save that. Gave him way too much room. As good footwork from Yavis Basui to get it off to Thompson. Let's attack them quick, shall we? Abdullahi is very, very tired, but he's up front on his own. So can he get the pass off straight away? He can into Ben Thompson. And the ex-Millwall player with terrible control. Speaking of terrible control, us in this game. Let's try and get a foot on it, shall we? Bolton into Knight. Oh dear, Ben Knight had a really good game last time. Luckily, we get a handball in there. As for Maywo, turn on it into Bolton again. Now Basui round the corner. Come on, Abdullahi, get those legs pumping. Get to the ball as he does. Give it back in the middle. Basui with a run. Baker, good thinking. Still not falling to us though. As now Thompson. If Baker's onside here. Oh my days, and it was. That was a big chance. Drysdale handballed it there, didn't he? I think he did, as I think I might have broken the chair on my arm, or arm on my chair. What am I talking about? Lent into it a bit there, but Drysdale surely put his hand on that ball. Now a ball over the top from Abdullahi. Bolton with a first time cross and never falling for Thompson. Can we create a chance just before the half-time mark in this game? Maybe they can. Bad touch from Luke Bolton, who's come in to replace Max Clark, who had some bad touches in the last game. As for Maywo's reading it, he's always a bright spark. As now Harrop gives it into Thompson. Can we try and get away here? Chip over the top. No, not really reaching Baldock or Baker or whoever it is. As now they're going to come forward. One added minute. Walker. O'Hare to Gyökeres. Over the top to Dabo on the run. Come on. Away, please. Bolton. Good tackle. As if I whack this, as I do, it is half time. 0-0. Once again, as I am going to make a change at half-time though. Abdullahi, he just seems shattered from the last game. It's taken its toll, so Butterworth is going to get 45 minutes when he's back from injury, and that's a bit risky, of course, because it's his first game back and it's quite a while. You usually get like 10 minutes off the bench and everything. But we do need a goal, and he can deliver most out of the players that are fit, even though he's not fully fit. As O'Hare onto Sheaf. Looks like Coventry are going to try and continue being the bigger progressors in this game, as Dabo with the ball out wide. Bolton coming across and making a comfortable tackle, and now he can jog forward with it a lot. He's got plenty of green room to run into. Same with Butterworth, who's on the ball straight away. At least he's running comfortably and cutting inside comfortably. Can he shoot well? He can! Kowalowski, good save though. If that went in, I will go mental. As a corner ball, let's try a set piece tactic. Crowd the keeper. Butterworth does get on headers as well, as it's in towards, I think that was Smith, or not Smith, Knight, as Harrop gets a touch on it right there. Thompson, oh, not good from him though. And Callum O'Hare, well, could have charged away but didn't. Rather surprised him as Thompson dropped that off into Harrop's path. That's a good ball. Butterworth in a good area, but I'm going to go across into Lewis Baker. And Baldock is out wide. George Baldock round the side. Tried to get that cross in. Looked a good one. That looks a good one as well. Oh, and Basui with a big chance. There's now Walker coming away with it. Staunton with a block, and Thompson running away with it. He's going to give it on to Basui goes over the top again, and that is onto Dan Butterworth. Look at this. It's a good head into his path. Has he got skills in his locker? Not really, but gets away from him. Baker gets it back from a tackle that was in on him. Thompson now onto Baker, and Baldock charging through a little bit. This could be a chance. Baldock across the box. Keeper's not got there, and Butterworth puts it in. 20 minutes to go. A big goal to try and get us back on track, as the man back on track with his recovery comes off the bench to get the big goal. Dan Butterworth here from the start of the League One days, and bang, gets a goal, slides in. One that Britain missed in the last game, so shows you it's quality we was lacking, as he gets on the end of it. Keeper no chance, just couldn't get his fingers to it, and we get our foot to it. Brilliant stuff. As tackle coming on us there, that was a rough one. Nothing given. Still no other subs made, as that's a good ball through. Marinovic, big save. Oh, I thought that we were going to get back into it late. Of course, Norwich missed a penalty late on in the game. Palace did level it up in the last couple of minutes of the game. We've got to be careful in this one. Callum O'Hare charging at us from the short corner, but Bolton sticking his leg out very comfortably to win that one, as here he goes again. Plenty of green room in front of him. Defender trying to come across, and does, but will take the ball up here, as arguably the man of the match going off the field right here as well. Thompson has been very, very good, even though he doesn't get all the mentioning. He's won the ball back a lot more than he's lost it, as Baldock's tired as well, but can't take him off. Drysdale back to Walker, just got to hold on now. Sheaf, Gustavo Hamer, Walker out wide. Just 8 minutes left in this one right here, and this is one we don't want to bottle, because this isn't for top of the league, this is for just staying in the playoffs, and comfortably so. As good tackle from them. Sheaf forward onto Tavares up front now. Turn. Marinovic with the emphatic save. Should be another close but successful end to the game right here, as Marinovic just whacked that upfield. We haven't tried that much. And, if he would have got that comfortably under control, could have been a good move, but no. 2 added minutes as Gustavo Hamer goes forward. Watch Tavares, please. They've gone to their backup striker now. Hamer round the side. Callum O'Hare trying to look for a little bit of a gap. Goes backwards. Tavares on the edge. I did say watch him! And I just had my heart stop on me. Tavares puts it wide. He's gutted on the floor, but we're not. We had to hang on for that one. But a 1-0 win courtesy of Dan Butterworth off the bench, back with his fitness regime and back amongst the goals to get us back to 3 points. Very, very good stuff. Now we go above them, but still a lot of groundwork to do now. We're 7 points behind Brentford. I was going to try and go for automatic, as it's unlikely we'll hit the youth target. Okay, board going on and on, but we do have a youth player coming through, looking good enough now to step up. Roman Chapman, get into that senior squad, mate. We've even got Archie Parkinson and Elijah Carey, both at the rating, but both I'm just going to keep in the academy for a little longer, see if they can grow any further. As with this guy, I don't want to ruin his potential or anything. Roman Chapman does have really good potential, but I am going to put him on the loan list, unless you guys tell me not to, which you can do, feel free to in the comments, but I feel like the midfield's very overrun at the moment, so he's not really going to get the game time. So he might as well try and loan him out for maybe half a year, as I've got an offer straight away. A loan to buy. Now, that's not what I had in mind. I want a loan, and I want a short loan. Thanks for the interest, but also no thanks, as this is kind of a derby game. It's Sunderland, 22nd, and with how we are fighting this season for the title, or not the title now, but whatever you want to say we're fighting for, if you think we're still fighting for it, we are, but we're a bit off. I am going to simulate teams a bit lower down. So Butterworth the only change for Basui. Abdullahi fully fit. It's a very, very high rated squad we're playing with. Potentially a Premier League, apart from keeper and Logan John, of course. So we should get the win. Keyword should. And we do. 2-1. Butterworth, McAtee and Taylor making it uncomfortable. But it's 3 points nevertheless. Good way to round us out as we stay in 4th now. 2 points above Coventry. Burnley now into the playoff place picture. That's all the P's. Crystal Palace, Stoke and Brentford all above us, as Brentford looking to run away, but we're going to have to try and claw them back when we get the chance, when we play them, as it should be easier games next episode. Again, keyword should. Let's see how we get on. thank you guys for watching this episode right here. Unfortunately, it is the end. Like, comment, share and subscribe with a notification bell on as well. And I will see you all in the next episode of... I did a Trippier there, I didn't point to the badge fully. The Hartlepool United career mode. Take care, in a bit, and peace.